Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny. I'm a tropical Western astrologer for those of you that are new to me. For those of you returning, you know that I have never done this before, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing a daily update on the astrology of September 2025, the energy update. I'm going to be pulling a card on the astrology. I'm going to be talking about the energy of September because let's be honest, I've been coaching all year long on leading up to this month. This is eclipse season and oh, so much more. So, yes, I've always been saying that there's these five outer planets, four of them are changing sign in 2025. And the fifth one was Pluto that started the whole party in November of 2024, changing into Aquarius once and for all. And so here we are. Five outer planets changing signs within months of each other. This is unprecedented. Us astrologers can't find a time in history when this has happened. And yes, it does suggest new era energy, a whole new beginning, huge, huge, huge endings and closures for huge, huge, huge new beginnings. It's new earth, it's the new world, it's the new us. It's us connecting with our highest timeline. Okay. It's us connecting with our future self and getting onto that timeline that we know we belong on. So, what I'm going to do first is just give a quick overview of the September 2025 astrology, and then I'll go into each day. Okay. So, I'm going to share the screen. I hope you love the cosmic background. I got all this organized. Hopefully, I'm doing it right. Okay. Hopefully, I know what I'm doing. Okay. And so I'm sharing screen now, and then I'm going up here, right? Yeah, I'm going here, and then I'm going here, and I'm going to share this, and I'm going to present. Here it is, September 2025. Do you love it? Okay, so bear with me. I have not done this before on video, and so hopefully you can follow along quite well. And you can screenshot this so that you can get an overview and you can study this yourself. So I've done the research and I've been looking at the cosmos for September 25. And I've been coaching people not only about these five outer planets that I keep talking about, changing the new era and all that stuff, but I've also been coaching people that 2025 equals nine, and now September is nine. These are the endings that the cosmos have been urging us to close the door, stop doing the bad habit, say goodbye to that relationship that is no longer serving you. Get rid of the toxic or the old. Do we need to label it toxic? Maybe we do, but maybe what we're trying to say is that's the old version of us that is no longer going to be serving us in the new chapter. And so September 2025 is the pivotal. This is it. And I want to talk about the bigger picture that it's setting up for as well. Okay, so here we are, September 2025, eclipse season is coming. Well, it was kickstarted. If you follow my videos, you saw that I said that it technically started on the August 2022 0 degree new moon in Virgo. So that was not an eclipse, but it was very eclipsy. It basically kickstarted eclipse season for September. So we're in it. Okay, we're in it. But here are the actual eclipses of September right here. September 7, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse at 15 degrees Pisces. So you need to know your birth chart. If you don't know your birth chart, by all means, reach out to me because we need to know where these eclipses are hitting our particular birth chart, the area of life. This is where we need to know what we need to close the door on, what we need to say goodbye to so that we can have the big, bold new beginning. And then September 21, we've got the new moon solar eclipse at 29 degrees Virgo. Okay, but sure, there's other things too in September of 2025, and here they are. Okay, Saturn retrograde goes into Pisces on September 1. So the first day of September. So we're going to talk about that for September 1. This is huge. Saturn is already retrograde and it goes back into Pisces on September 1. Mercury moves through Virgo and Libra all of September. Very, very fast energy. Uranus stations retrograde on September 6. That's like right before the lunar eclipse. That's right. And that's when Uranus stations retrograde. We've got Mars entering Scorpio on September 22. Again, very fast energy, just like Mercury. Fast forward. The inner planets, the personal planets, are all going forward in September. So we're going to talk about that. We've got the Sun entering Libra, and it's the autumn equinox, both happening on September 22. And we've got Venus will enter, this is another inner planet moving very fast, and it's going to enter Virgo on September 19. So that's sort of a quick overview of the other things happening in September, besides, of course, eclipses. So, just to summarize what all of this means, this might sound like a lot of astrological jargon. I just wanted to summarize what this energy of September is here. So, all of the outer planets except for Jupiter will be retrograde in September. Okay. While all of the interpersonal planets are direct. So that's very interesting. The outers are retrograde, the inners are direct. So this might feel like we want to move forward in our personal lives, but there's blocks and restrictions, like bigger blocks, red tape, like the you feel like you can't move forward because of all these big things in your way. It might feel like that in September, you know, also with all this eclipse stuff going on. And then the other thing is it might feel like it's a stall in our plan. But I want to encourage you that you just know that there is a bigger picture here and it's trying to unfold. And it's our higher self asking us for patience and focus and discernment and getting the job done right, not getting the job done fast. So that's what the outer planets versus the inner planets are doing. Inner planets, personal planets, all going forward and straight, quick, quick, quick. That's Venus, that's Mercury, that's Mars, that's the sun, quick, 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 quick. We know this energy well. But then the outer planets, so further away, we're not quite as in tune with them as we are the personal planets. They're all stationing retrograding, asking us to relook, reanalyze, and give it a stalled moment. And I strongly feel that it's actually the cosmos helping us because there's going to be such huge changes in all of our lives in September with these eclipses happening on the 7th and 21st. Of course, it's not on the day of. So for some people it is, but give or take, a 10-day period, stuff happens around eclipses. Stuff comes into our life, stuff ends. Big endings, big closures, big new beginnings, stuff that we never even could have imagined, stuff like this. So I feel like the cosmos are helping us with the outer planets going fast, or sorry, the inner planets going fast, but the outer planets asking us to slow down, have some discernment. Okay. We need to tap into our heart center so that we know what's the best direction for us. We need to have focus. Focus on the monkey mind. The monkey mind is going fast this month. Lots of overthinking, lots of monkey minding. But the outer planets are asking us to have some focus and do this on the daily and have some discernment. So I feel like there's such huge astrology happening in 2025. So, or in September, yes, in 2025, but in September of 2025, this is the crescendo. This is when it changes. This is when all of life is going to change for us. And it's almost like October 1st, 2025 is the new year. It's almost like that. It's almost like here is the new beginning. And it's setting us up for this huge conjunction that's happening in February of 2026. And we're going to be talking about that in these dailies, about how the cosmos are urging us strongly to have the focus, have the patience, work on the thing, set the boundaries, and make some big decisions so that by February 20th, 2026, when there's this huge conjunction that we're going to be talking about, it's going to change everything. And it truly is new era energy. And by then we have built the thing, right? By then we have focused on the thing, right? And I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you go through your birth chart so that you can know where this energy is hitting you. So that's what I'm going to be doing on these dailies. And I'm so excited to be here for you. This is the first time I've ever done this, like I said. So bear with me. I'm learning all the things along with you, and I am setting the structures and building the thing and making the dream a reality every single day and focusing on it every single day, which is exactly what the cosmos are urging us to do. So let's pull a card on just September 2025. Woo! It's coming out. They're coming out. Okay, they're coming out. Here you go. Here you go. We're going to put those back in and we're going to pull a card for September 2025. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, this is the card for September 2025. Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh, can you see it? There it is. Knight of Wands in reverse. So when he's upright, he's not quite the king. So the King of Wands is extremely magnetic and knows how to manifest all the things, and things just come to him so easily. So he's trying to get there, but he's not quite the king and he's not quite as magnetic as he wants to be. So this is sort of how we're feeling. Like we can feel this energy. It's extremely palpable. We're not exactly sure how to get there yet. We're not quite the king yet. I get it. We're all there. Okay. And so that's why I'm here to step you through this energy. I've said so many times, if I had a nickel for every text message that has come through from friends, family, clients going, what the heck is going on with these cosmos? I get it. It's a lot. So that's why I'm here. And we're going to look into every day of September, what is going on with the cosmos. And you're going to see that the first week, the first 7 days of September is so much. And so I'm really looking forward. Just even the first week of September is so much energy. So by all means, stick with me, ask me the questions. And if you like the way that I coach and I teach, then by all means, sign up with me in September because my prices will be increasing in October. I do one-to-one coaching. We can dive deep into all the things. I do astrology readings for chart reading for 1 hour, and I also have a membership. So check out my services, sign up with me this month, and follow me on these daily updates. Hello, September 10. Another exciting update during the month of September 2025. I've been coming on, dishing out the daily astrology for you. I've never done this before. It's been a lot of work, but a lot of fun, getting great feedback from you all. And when I saw these charts, when I saw 2025, I was like, okay, everything's preparing us for these eclipses of September. And so I made the executive decision to follow the guidance that happens on September 1 that I keep talking about when when Saturn went back into Pisces. Saturn wants us to do the work like every day, like not just once or twice, like do it. Get that work ethic. Do it. This is where you are being called to master your life. And for me in my birth chart, it is video making. It is doing this thing. It's doing the damn thing, sharing my voice, sharing my astrological wisdom with you all to help you navigate what's going on in the heavens. So here I am showing up every day, and I hope you're enjoying them. Today's September 10. I'm going to share the screen here. We're going up here. We're coming down here. We're going over there. We're going right there. Present for September 10. So look at everything as something that's happened every day. September 1, that's Saturn going back into Pisces I was just talking about. September 2, Mercury's enters Virgo. Are you using high vibe Virgo or are you doing shadow vibe Virgo? September 3, Mercury in Virgo squares Uranus. The lower mind, the higher mind. Mercury is the lower mind, Uranus is the higher mind, our higher self, our spirit team that's helping us. It's these two minds connecting. But what they're doing is they're having a square. It's squaring. So it's making us like wake up, start using your intuition. Sure, use your mind, but use your intuition. How can we combine both? Thinking straight with discernment, or is this monkey-minded nitpicking and perfectionism? Because that's all that Mercury and Virgo stuff. September 4, the moon went into Aquarius. Aquarius is also an air sign, also rules our mind. Uranus rules Aquarius. So it's another activation of like, are we going to be brilliantly using our minds, our lower mind or higher mind? Are we brilliantly using our minds, or are we becoming emotionally detached and emotionally unavailable, and we will not have feelings? Will we be like a robot? That's the overthinking. That's the monkey mind. We're not connecting with our future self, with our intuition. All of these activations here are helping us connect with our higher self. Mars went into Libra, which it's in detriment. Mars does not like being in Libra, and it's squaring Jupiter in Cancer, but Jupiter loves being in Cancer, right? So where are you off balance? Where are you not listening to your intuition? It's almost the same message here, but it's in a different way. Are you fighting? Mars and Libra can be like extremely passive aggressive, or just not saying the thing, but walking around like a grump all day, or like fighting in traffic and then driving away. Like, where are you being like that? Or are you taking the time to listen to your intuition? This is another example of how this low vibe could actually put you into a high vibe so you can slow down and connect with your intuition so that you don't feel off balance and that you don't go tell people off in traffic. September 6th, Uranus stations retrograde in Gemini. This was a biggie. The day before the full moon total lunar eclipse. It's that higher mind going, zzz, okay, connect with your future self, connect with your higher mind. It was just like such an invitation the day before the full moon total lunar eclipse, which was that full moon on steroids. It's like a huge spotlight in the dark sky, shining light in the dark where we normally can't see it. And since it was a total lunar eclipse, it was even brighter than a normal full moon. So it was like, here it is. This is the thing. Do you have some discernment about this thing? Do you have the capacity to embody this new thing? There's a new thing that wants to come in. Can you say goodbye to that thing that's no longer serving you so that this new world, this new greater way can come in? Are you becoming the great observer of your life? Are you able to look back at repeated cycles? And they're probably running on programs. Same old program, same old victim story, same old blame game. Maybe you were caught in this cycle in these 18-year cycles that these North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo eclipses told the story of. So back in 87 to 89 or 2006, 2008. Now we're in 2024, 2027. We're in the same repeated cycles again. So how are we flipping the script? How are we becoming the great observer of our life so that we can get to the highest timeline? September 8th, the day after the total lunar eclipse, the moon got out of Pisces, went into Aries. This was our invitation at that 0 degree Aries mark to become the hero of our new timeline. Get onto the timeline. Take the leap. Just jump. Think about it later. That's what the Fool card, this is exactly Fool card energy in the tarot. Same with the moon stationing 0 degree Aries the day after the eclipse. Just saying, just do the damn thing. Say goodbye to the damn thing so that you can come to this new world. And the new world, we're going to explore it. We don't exactly know what the new world is yet, but just take the leap. You know what you need to do. Now, September 9, I said that was your pause day. There's going to be a major activation today on the 10th. So yesterday was to pause. Yesterday was to rest. Yesterday was to hydrate. Yesterday was to become the observer. Take the step back. Zip the lip. Stop telling the victim story. Stop blaming. When you blame, they say when you blame someone, you're pointing your finger. Look back. There's three pointing right back at you. Take responsibility for your life. Become the observer and just go, okay, so maybe I did it like this before. Maybe this always has happened. Maybe I had these knee-jerk reactions like my whole life. Maybe. Okay, I can see it now. I've become an observer. I'm going to take charge of my emotions so that my emotions don't take charge of me. Okay, I'm in the driver's seat now. I'm the fool in the tarot. I'm going to take a leap. I'm going to take a rest today. That's what yesterday September 9 was all about. September 10, the sun is conjunct the south node at 18 degrees Virgo. So in other words, conjunct means with. So the sun is also at 18 degrees of Virgo. So the south node is also at 18 degrees of Virgo. First of all, in the degrees theory, Nikola Stoyanovich, he says the 18-degree mark is the hard, it's a hard degree. I have it all over my chart. So it's like hard lessons, hard stuff. Look, here I am. I'm still here. I got stories. I'm not going to tell you my victim stories. I got stories. I have learned from them. I have grown wisdom from them. The thing is, I've made big decisions and I've made it to this point in my life, and I have never felt more empowered. I have never been on a higher timeline. And it's because of all those 18-degree points on my chart. And we could like dig that apart one day if you'd like. So the sun's at 18 degrees, the south node's at 18 degrees. Wherever the south node is in the skies, we take note collectively as a people living on the planet, wherever the nodes are. We always look at where is the south node. The south node right now is in Virgo. We're all being encouraged to get out of the shadow vibe of Virgo stuff. And since it's at the hard degree, the sun's there, the south node's there. It's like a big reminder. We need to drop it. We need to drop victim stories. We need to stop gossiping. We need to stop the overthinking and the monkey mind and the victim stories on repeat. We need to stop writing about it. We need to stop talking about it. We need to stop blaming others. We need to stop the perfectionism, and we need to stop the overworking and the workaholism and the nitpicky. Well, this. We need to all stop this stuff. Clean up. We need to clean up, have some discernment. Sun's there and South Node's there, urging all of us to just take that step back. You want to say that you want to gossip, you want to tell your side of the story, you want to fight, you want to get nitpicky with your kids, you whatever. Take a step back, be the observer, so that we can slow down, so that we can actually realize we are co-creators of our reality. So if we have been on a repeated story of nitpicking and workaholism, and if we constantly are knee-jerk reactions and our emotions take charge of us as opposed to us taking charge of our emotion, this is the moment when the sun and the south node are together at 18 degree, a hard degree in Virgo, to take a step back and just go, okay, I'm not perfect. Why do I expect anybody else to be perfect? I'm only human. Why can't I just let everybody else be human? It's that moment of like, take the step back and just stop. The moon is going into Taurus today as well. The moon loves to be in Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is the great goddess. She wants to bring us the money. She wants us to have pleasure. She wants us to have beautiful things and fabulous food. All the greatest bougie things in life. The moon loves to be in Taurus. This is a divine feminine moment for us. If we can just slow down from this monkey minding, from this overthinking, from this blaming and shaming and nitpicky stuff, because it's a hard degree here and the sun's there and the south node's there. That's step one. If we could just stop that, just stop it, take the step back and feel that moon going into Taurus in this in-between eclipse era time of wacky, weird, what year is it? What time is it? Where am I? Am I in the cosmos? And then Venus squares Lilith. So Venus, the ruler of Taurus, where it loves to be, the moon is very feminine, and Taurus is very feminine, and Venus is very feminine, and Lilith is very feminine, and they're squaring each other. So are we going to fight? I hate that gal, and I'm going to tell you all the stories of why I hate, and we're going to gossip about her, and we're going to spread hate about her, and that's the same sort of stuff up here. You're going to keep gossiping and blaming and shaming and not taking any responsibility for yourself and not taking that step back and just stop it and stop being so blamey so that we can just pause, slow down, get this beautiful feeling of the feminine moon and feminine Taurus, joy, pleasure, good food, nicer things in life, slowing it down. But if you're so fast and monkey mindy, you're not going to get here. And this Venus squaring Lilith, when used in high vibe, can be like, I am no longer available for these relationships that are draining me. Goodbye. Even if it's been your friend, a best girlfriend for 30 years, you're no longer available for this one-sided relationship. It is not reciprocal. You don't blame her. You don't shame her. You don't gossip about her. You don't start a smear campaign about her. No, you thank it and you say, I am no longer available for that. This is the moment where you say, and I've got itchy nose, so that's always my spirit guides coming in strong, saying, I am no longer available for that. I'm being the observer. I am observing what has and has not happened in my life without any kind of shame, without any kind of blame, without any kind of victim story. I am no longer available for that. I am available for this. I am no longer available. That's the square feeling of Venus and Lilith, just knowing. You just know, you get the knowing because you've lived it. This is lived experience. And when a feminine energy that is intuitively guided has that lived experiences and has the wisdom, they know exactly what you are available for and what you are no longer available for. So take today to do the journaling. This is what I'm available for. I have observed this with an open mind and an open heart. I am blaming no one. I am shaming no one. I'm no longer available for this. And it could be a long list. This is what I'm available for because all of these cosmos, whether it's the Saturn back into whether it's the Mercury, whether it's the Uranus stationing retrograde, all of these cosmos are urging us strongly to become the observer of our life, to slow the fuck down, take a look around, take some inventory. High vibing Virgo is taking some inventory, going into the closet, if you will. Oh, I don't wear that stuff anymore. Okay, I'm going to donate that stuff. Do the same thing in your life. Become a high vibing Virgo, taking the inventory, forgiving, letting go where you need to. There's a lot of letting go around these eclipses and thanking it, having the wisdom to move on. It's that serenity prayer, right? I have the wisdom to know the difference. How does it go? Google the serenity prayer and surrendering. Pisces is all about surrendering. We're all being asked to get out of shadow vibe Virgo stuff and going toward high vibe Pisces stuff, okay? What a beautiful divine feminine activation today on September the 10th to take an honest inventory of what is and is not working in your life, what you are and are not available for anymore. A lot of it's going to have to do with reciprocal relationships, with people, with the output that you're doing in your job. Like, are you giving way more in your job and then it's not reciprocal, like it's not showing in your bank account, or you don't get the same level of respect from the boss or your other colleagues just don't put out the same kind of work output that you put out. Like it's a time to take an inventory, an honest inventory of what you're putting out and what you're getting back. You will intuitively know because there's so many divine feminine things going on today that the divine feminine is your intuitive knowledge. It's your knowing. It's that claircognizance. It's the know. It's the deep in your bones knowing. You might not even have the words for why you know it, but you know it. And that's where you're going to close the door because this upcoming eclipse on September 21 is a new moon on steroids. A new moon is always about a new beginning. And a full moon is always about the culmination point, the fullness. It's over now. So we're in between these eclipses now, and it's like we really need to take that observer point of view without blaming and shaming anyone, taking full responsibility for yourself, and leaving behind what no longer, if it's not a relationship, if it's not a job, if it's not an output of some sort, then it's a mindset that is no longer serving you. Okay, here we go. I'm pulling a card for today on this divine feminine day of September the 10th. And it is Three of Pentacles in reverse. So when it's upright, the Three of Pentacles, been working on it, been working on it. Okay. It's been a daily thing. Like I've got to stay focused on my thoughts. I've got to stay focused. I've got to take charge of my emotions every single day so that my emotions don't take charge of me every single day. And there's a lot of you out there listening to this that are not doing this. It's in reverse. You're not doing this every day. And I keep getting that message through these tarot readings, through the cosmos, that that's what Saturn wants us. Saturn, going into Pisces on September 1, started this whole party, and it's kind of like ruling this whole party. And it's saying you can't just do one or two things and then expect your whole life to change. You need to do this like all the time. Like you need to focus on this. We're being given a window up until February the 20th, 2026 to do this work, and it's shadow work. If we want to label it one thing, it's called shadow work. And I can teach you how to do that. I've got a book. I've got a whole series here on YouTube, how to do shadow work. So look through, it's on my playlist. I have my shadow work series. It teaches you how to do shadow work. We are being encouraged to do shadow work every single damn day, taking charge of our emotions every day so that our emotions don't take charge of us every single day. Focus on our emotions, focus on our thoughts. Where are our thoughts going? And we are meant to focus on this every day and do the work every day. Like I'm showing up every day on YouTube, every day. We got Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders, our Nartarian outsider for doing these woo-woo astrology updates. And it's just like, it's fine if I'm getting gossiped about. If the people are watching and they're making fun of me, I got a laughing emoji on my last TikTok. Like, in other words, like what you're saying is laughable. Okay, that's on you. It's not about me. Okay, so I am a queen of the outsiders. I am part of the Black Sheep Society. I've said that for years. And guess what Sarah Lakali says? I have arrived. I am where I will always be in love. And that's exactly how I step forward to you on these updates. I blame no one. I shame no one. I am here to help you navigate these cosmos in a loving and compassionate way. I feel that the cosmos, even the hard aspects, they're here to help us. They're guiding us. It's our spirit guides guiding us. I know that sounds super woo-woo for a lot of you, but for others, you're just like, yeah, I feel it. I know it's something. I don't know what it is. If it's the cosmos, if it's the planets, fine, but I'm feeling something and things are changing, and I'm here to share what the interpretation. I can interpret astrology like a language. And that's my gift. And so I'm sharing the gift every day with you. So what are you doing every day? And how are you focusing your thoughts every day? What a beautiful feminine activation today. Come back for tomorrow, the 11th.